Good morning and welcome to All New Eye the Tiger. I'm Anthony McFarland.
And I'm Devin Yan.
Last Thursday, RHS held its first ever Veterans Day breakfast. We go to Joseph Tillenhall with more.
Roseville High's first Veterans Day breakfast took place last Thursday to recognize the sacrifices made by the veterans in Roseville's community.
Yes, the event, an absolutely incredible event. I was so thankful that we had our veterans come out so that way I could talk to them and hear their stories and just honor all of the sacrifices that they've given so that way we can have our freedoms.
The veterans were treated to fresh pancakes and fruit, along with a performance by Roseville High's dance class and a speech by guest speaker Colonel Gonzalez. This event has been quite a while in the making, with many hands involved in bringing it to life.
Okay, so I have to give credit where credit is due. So Mr. Clark, he's our program specialist. I don't know if a lot of people know him, but Mr. Clark actually brought the idea to me over the summer. He was like, hey, I really think that we should do a Veterans Day thing. And I'm like, yes, I am in, let's do it. So he and I got together and we're like, who do we want on this planning committee? And so we got Miss Sider, who is our college and career technician. And then we're like, well, we want veterans as well, right? So we asked Kurt Hobbs, who is one of our foreign language teachers. We know that he's a veteran, so we brought him in because we wanted to be able to get all the perspectives. And if we're going to do an event for military and veterans, we need to bring them in to know what they want and how to do it.
This is an amazing event. It's long overdue. In talking with veterans in the community, alumni, they were so thankful that Roseville was actually doing something to say thank you.
As this is the first time Roseville High has run this event, there are many ideas for what can be built upon and improved.
Oh, I have so many ideas for next time. One of the things that was hard is we wanted this to be a public event, but we also want students involved, but you can't have a public event in the middle of campus during a school day. So it's really ended up being kind of two different events. You have your public event, and then we're going to do our one lunch ceremony for our students. I would love to figure out a way to combine those a little bit more for next year. I don't know what that would look like. My goal is to get some tanks out here and like a Blue Angels flyover, but people keep saying that's probably not possible.
Thanks, Joseph.
In other news, the canned food drive ends this Thursday. All canned foods must be turned into your second period classroom.
Sober Grad tickets increased to $250 this Thursday. After that, tickets will be available to purchase until February 28th. Seniors can turn in their payment and registration packet to Student Services. The link to the registration package is in the @RHS24 Sober Grad bio.
Spirit Week is this week. Monday's theme was Barbie versus Oppenheimer. Today, underclassmen dress for country and upperclassmen dress for country club. Tomorrow, upperclassmen dress as hunters and underclassmen dress as prey. Thursday, upperclassmen dress as soccer moms and underclassmen dress as barbecue dads. And Friday is class colors.
And now we go to Sienna with sports.
Good morning, and welcome to this Tuesday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Sienna Moffett. Fall sports playoffs have officially wrapped up since our last show. We get started with varsity girls tennis, who made history last Friday, winning the Sac-Joaquin-Section Championship for the first time since 1986. The Tigers beat Vista del Lago 5-4. Seniors Jade Cordero and Anna Bolshaw were Roseville's singles match winners, and Roseville swept Vista del Lago in all three of their doubles matches. The undefeated duo of Abby Sassano and Macy Clifford played the deciding doubles match that secured the championship. Congratulations to girls tennis on their historic season. Along with girls tennis, varsity football and girls cross country also had sections. Roseville's football season came to a close with a 44-15 loss to Vanden High School. Joel Bradley had one of his trademark kickoff return touchdowns along with a receiving touchdown to end the year. The Tigers finished 8-4 on their season and third in league. And as far as girls cross country, on Saturday, Mel Peterson led the Tigers and finished 13th out of 15th, nearly qualifying for state. Also, on Saturday, we had breaking news out of the Roseville baseball as junior Kyle Pedersen committed to UC Davis to play catcher for the Aggies.
So at first, I wasn't too big on it. Like I was thinking, oh, it's too close to home or whatever. And then I went on a visit there, talked to the coaches a lot, saw the campus. I ended up really liking it. And I just knew it was the place for me.
Congrats, Kyle. That does it for fall sports. Tune into Friday's show for EOTSN's top 5 fall athletes. Winter sports kick off tomorrow as both boys and girls basketball head to Laguna Creek for their foundation games. And boys soccer gets started on Friday at Mira Loma. Make sure to follow @EOT Sports on all socials to stay posted on results from these games. And that's all in your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. I, the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Sienna. Last Thursday, the Marvels premiered, and it actually wasn't that bad. Like everyone else, I went into the movie expecting another terrible MCU project. Thank God it exceeded my expectations. The characters carried this movie with amazing fights, funny-ish jokes, and excellent acting all around. There were some moments during the film that felt out of place, like weird beef between characters that was resolved in 0.5 seconds, with a hug, or Nick Fury just being there for no reason. But I will never complain about seeing Samuel Jackson on screen after the Nick Fury content drop. This movie is very fast-paced with a runtime of only 90 minutes, but I'm glad they knew to keep this short rather than prolong it unnecessarily. Overall, this movie is a 7 out of 10, setting up a future for MCU additions, and it does that really well. And I will say this, watch the mid-credits scene. Trust me, it's one beast of a moment. In other entertainment news, I saw Mac DeMarco in my kitchen last night. I'm kidding. However, he did spontaneously release a new instrumental album titled Some Other Ones. Some of the song titles are interesting choices like Special K, but I don't think it subtracted much from the feel of the album. For a more in-depth review, check out the article on iTheTigerNews.com where we complain about having albums to cover. I'm Alyssa Davis, and now we go back to news.
Thanks, Alyssa. A student at Roseville fundraises for the fight against cancer at car shows. We go to Tobin Thomas with the story.
Junior Sophia Perez recently was introduced into the car business and decided to host a car show fundraiser over the summer to help support cancer patients.
Over the summer, I participated in a Relay for Life challenge. It's basically an event hosted by the American Cancer Society, and I was trying to figure out a fundraiser to raise money, and I thought with my connections to the car community through Bill McAnally Racing, Napa Auto Care, the All-American Speedway, I figured I'd have a pretty good turnout. And we raised about $3,000 and had about 80 cars there. It turned out a lot better than I expected. I wasn't expecting it to do that well.
Perez used her connections in the car community to announce and advertise the event and help bring attention to the fundraiser.
We had flyers basically everywhere I went and printed a bunch. We had them passed out through the shop. I basically tried to get as many people to come as possible, but I know a lot of that also came from Bill McAnally. He reached out to a lot of his close friends, and a lot of them did show up.
After the success of the first Relay for Life, Perez plans to host larger and better organized events in the future.
Next year, I am planning a second Cars Against Cancer. This one's definitely going to be a lot bigger. It's going to be hosted hopefully at the All-American Speedway. There's going to be an opportunity for people to pay to take their cars out onto the track. We're going to have a lot more sponsors. There will just be a lot of great cars there, hopefully double the sponsors, double the cars, double the money raised, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Thanks, Tobin.
That's it for us today on I, the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at iTheTigerNews.com. See you next time.